Why, thank you. And yes, there is a very simple way that we can stop using the word race as a descriptor. Race is a colonial construct that has no biological truth and has caused a lot of problems like racism. So I think that we would all happily stop using the word race once we have deconstructed colonialism and the harms done by racism in our society. In the 1400s, the King of Portugal commissioned the writer Gomes de Zurara to write about blackness, and that laid the foundation for the concept of race that we operate with in the United States, and it justified the enslavement of Africans. Early in the colonies, distinctions were made more on the basis of class than on race. There were indentured Africans, but there were also indentured Europeans. And a group of indentured servants ran away, and when they were caught, the judge sentenced only the African to a lifetime of servitude, thereby creating the first chattel slave and introducing racism into the colonies, which was enforced through things like Bacon's Rebellion and baked into the United States through the Constitution. And that is how systemic racism was implemented up until just 59 years ago when the Civil Rights Amendment passed in 1964. Before 1964, it benefited white people to make distinctions on the basis of race because that is how the government implemented systemic racism. When that became unconstitutional, systemic and institutional racism could only be upheld by denying the existence of race and racism. And that is why we now have white people who don't want to talk about race. Do you still appreciate what I do?